Hello everyone, welcome to my history of Christmas. Let's begin. Have you ever wondered why we celebrate a day dedicated to the birthday of a man 2,000 years ago? And that we also celebrate it by telling our children that a magical fat man based on a 2,000-year-old long dead man will come into your house, eat your food, climb down your chimney, somehow avoid lung cancer, and leave you presents? Find out all the answers to these questions and more in my history of the merriest, the jolliest, and the most festive day of them all, Christmas. The origins of Christmas can be traced back over 2,000 years ago to when God to the Virgin Mary, and I'm not one to speak authoritatively on this subject. I am not a practicing Christian, and I don't think some Christians would think I have the authority to talk on this matter. But if you're a practicing Christian, I hope you don't get offended by anything in this video, which is why I'm not talking about it. But one thing leads to another, and boom, baby Jesus. December 25th was the day that Europe took as the day they would celebrate Christmas, after 200 long years of fighting, as it was meant to embarrass those sinful pagans, as they had a sinful tradition called Yule, or the Yuletide. It was the day they celebrated the winter solstice, and better yet, 3 months of hypothermia. Woohoo! By very roughly 400, the Middle Ages had arrived. No, it also arrived? The end of paganism. Why? Paganism and many other religions around the world had succumbed to the overtaking of Christianity. Now, Yuletide became Christmastide. Christmas later on evolved through the Middle Ages to become a mischievous day, kind of like Halloween, as it was the day the poor would threaten and torment the rich if they didn't give them food and water. What good, jolly Christmas fun. And also, there were no Christian ideologies, or there were no Christian symbols at this time. There was no Santa, or food, or cookies, or reindeers, or Rudolphs, or anything. By the 1600s or the 17th century, Christmas disappeared off the face of the earth. Why? Because the Christian religion had shattered into two halves, Catholicism and Protestantism, or Anglicanism, whatever you want. Catholics really didn't care about Christmas. They had feasts to catch up on. Oh, tomorrow's St. Andrew's feast. Oh, tomorrow is St. So-and-so's feast. But, on the other hand, the Protestants hated Christmas. In Boston, it was even a crime to celebrate Christmas. You could be fined 5 shillings. Ooh. None to say, Christmas was not celebrated in these 200 years to come. On December 19th, 1843, quote, A Christmas Carol, end quote, was published by Charles Dickens. It set off an extreme Christmas revival, except it was kind of hard to celebrate Christmas, as they'd been gone for 200 years, and people didn't really know how to celebrate this Christmas. How do we celebrate Christmas today if we didn't know how to celebrate Christmas 200 years ago? The answer can be found in the United States of America. Throughout the mid-19th century or 1800s, the United States of America was busy creating many of our current Christmas traditions, such as Santa, the man of it all. Santa came from the idea that since he was the patron saint of children, at least St. Nicholas was, he was also the patron saint of thieves and prostitutes, he should be the one who rewards children for their good behavior. And so he was later made Santa, after the Dutch word Sinterklaas. He also was the patron saint of Coca-Cola, if I believe that is correct. His outfit also came from a Coca-Cola ad from the 1920s. Isn't that fun? Next tradition is the Christmas tree. Where does it come from? Well, let me tell you. The Christmas tree has come from a tradition from the pagans of Europe from 1,000 years ago during Yuletide. It was used by them to signal the changing of the seasons. And our next tradition is, why does Santa even live in the North Pole and have a flying sleigh with reindeers? Well, all these come from the old Scandinavians in the north of Europe. To them, in the North Pole, since they lived close to the North Pole and had reindeers, they should have a part in what would later become Christmas. And so that's where it came from. Although, since we think reindeer look like this, and the Scandinavians think they look like this, the Scandinavians thought, that looks so delicious, I want to eat it. Reindeer. And ever since the very first pagan celebrations of the festival of Yuletide, thousands and thousands of years ago, to 2,000 years ago with the birth of Christianity and Jesus, to the Europeans' influence on Christmas, and the Scandinavians' influence, to the modern day. That was my history of Christmas. Thank you all so much for watching. As for what is coming up next, well, I don't know if you're physically and mentally ready for this. Are you prepared? Are you absolutely sure? Are you sure you're ready? Because coming up next is the Union of Socialist Republics, aka the USSR, aka the Soviet Union, is coming up next. It will be coming out on December 30th. I'll also be releasing a video on December 31st, actually January 1st, for a video which I'll traverse 2 years, starting in 2020, and I'll end in 2021. So yeah, look forward to those 2 videos. And I also have 2 more words to all of you. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to all of my viewers, whether you've been watching for days or weeks or months or years or for however long. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Thank you all so much for watching and joining me on this journey of my channel. Here's to another great year of my channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you all so much for watching.